This is Nandini Tripathi. I run my class Roots Academy based in Mehragarh. We already started with the topic language of chemistry. This in this session we are again continuing the same topic where we are learning about the arrangement of electron and the electronic configuration. So let's start with the session. Okay. Now arrangement of electron. This arrangement is given by a Niels Bohr. Okay. Now we know that in an atom there is a number of shells. Okay, there is a shells, and this the electrons are present in the shell. Okay. Now the number of the maximum number of electron present in an orbit is given by a formula 2n square. Okay. So this thing we have to remember. The first orbit is represented by a K alphabet. Second orbit is represented by L orbit. Third is represented by M, and the last orbit is represented by N. Okay, and the electron which can be present in this orbit is represented by this formula 2n square. Okay, let's see. 2n square. Okay, this n, it represent what? Number of shell. N means number of shell. So if my 2, I am writing down 2 and n is representing 1, so if my number of shell is 1, okay, the k is my first shell. Okay, so k is the first shell, that is the reason I am writing down here as 1. Okay, I get the answer 2. So obviously in a K shell, the maximum number of electron present can be 2. So K, that is the first shell, can take a maximum 2 electron. What about the L? Again, as L represent the second shell, so in the place of N, I am writing down 2. Okay, so in the place of N, like here I am writing 2. As I am dealing with the second shell, so I will be writing down 2 over here. 2 2s are 4, 4 multiplied by 2, we get the answer 8. So my second shell can take a maximum, how much? 8 electron. It can take maximum 8 or less than 8. What about the third shell? The third shell is represented by a alphabet M. Okay, now I'll do over here. I got the answer 18. Okay, so obviously my third shell, maximum it can take 18. Okay, or less than 18. This is the maximum number of electron can be held by that. And my last shell, that is N, that it represents fourth shell. So in the place of N, I am writing down a 4. Okay, if my 4 is getting squared, multiplied by 2, I am getting the answer what? 30. I am getting the answer 32. Okay, so my N shell represent how much? 32 electron in the outermost orbit. So this is the number of electron present in an orbit. First shell can take maximum 2 electron, second shell can take maximum 8 electron, third shell can take maximum 18, and the fourth shell can take maximum 32 electron. Okay, so by using this concept, you can easily derive the electronic configuration of an element. Okay, this is for your lower section. For higher section, little bit concept get more vast, but this is for your lower section till 10th standard. Okay, now so we will start with the next topic, that is the electronic configuration. Okay, so we have done with the concept, learn with the concept of atomic number, we learn about symbols, we learn about electronic configuration, we learned valency and nature of an element. Okay, now hydrogen atomic number is 1. Okay, so its electronic configuration will be 1s1, valency 1, and it is neither a metal nor a non-metal. Okay, helium, it has a 2 electron in the outermost orbit. Okay, it has a 2 atomic number is 2, so obviously it has a 2 electron in the outermost orbit, and it is having only 1 orbit, so it is undergoing a duplet. So its valency will be 0 because it is an inert gas, it is a stable. So again the nature will be a inert or noble gas. What about the lithium? Lithium symbol is Li. Okay, it has 3 electron in the outermost orbit. Okay, that means in a inner orbit, because you have done the concept of 2n square, the arrangement of electron. So in a inner orbit, that is in a K shell, the maximum it takes a 2 electron, and the remaining, that is 1 electron, it goes in a second shell. Okay, it goes in a L shell, that is a second shell, which take total 8 electron. Okay, maximum 8 electron or less than that. So my 1 electron goes in a second shell. Valency, it can lose 1 electron very easily. It can lose 1 electron to take a nearest noble gas configuration. So my valency will be 1. As it is a losing electron, so obviously the nature will be a metal. Beryllium, my electronic configuration, beryllium total it has atomic number 4. Okay, so my electronic configuration will be 2 2. Inner orbit take first orbit, that is inner orbit takes 2 electron, and the other 2 electron will go in a second shell. Okay, it is very easy for beryllium to lose 2 electron because helium is very near. So it very easily lose 2 electron to get a stable configuration, to get a 2 electron in their outermost orbit, to get a stable configuration of helium. So as it is losing a 2 electron, so valency will become 2. As it is losing, the tendency of metal is to lose electrons, so obviously it is a metal. Boron, B. It has a total electron, atomic number is 5, so total electron will be 5. Electronic configuration goes 2 3. It is very easy for boron to lose 3 electron to attain a nearest noble gas configuration of helium. So as it is losing 3 electrons, so valency becomes 3. It is losing electrons, so obviously it is a metal. But it is an exceptional case. Okay, by experimental fact, metal is your metalloid. Okay, your boron is metalloid. Okay, due to the experimental fact, or it is an exception case. Carbon is symbol goes C. Electronic configuration is 2 4. Okay, for it is very easy for carbon to lose 4 electron as well as to gain 4 electron. Okay, so valency of 4, carbon goes 4. Carbon is again is not a metalloid, but it is a non-metal. Okay, again due to the experimental fact or exception case, your carbon is non-metal. What about the nitrogen? N. Here the electronic configuration goes to 5. For carbon, it is very easy to take a 3 electron, to gain a 3 electron to attain a nearest noble gas configuration. For nitrogen, its nearest one is neon, not any helium. So obviously it is very easy for nitrogen to take a 3 electron to gain a 3 electron. As it is gaining 3 electron, so its electronic configuration becomes 3. As it is gaining, so obviously it is a non-metal. Okay. What about the oxygen? Oxygen electronic configuration is 2 6. For oxygen, it is very easy to gain a 2 electron because the nearest noble configuration is neon. So as it is a gaining 2 electrons, so again it is a non-metal. Okay. What about the fluorine? Fluorine symbol is F. Electronic configuration is 2 7. For fluorine, it is very easy to gain 1 electron because neon is the nearest noble configuration. So it is taking a 1 electron. As it is gaining 1 electron, so obviously it is a non-metal. Okay. Neon symbol is Ne. Electronic configuration 2 8. In an outermost orbit, it has 8 electrons. So obviously it has total 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. So obviously it will not react. Valency is 0 because it is not gaining nor donating any electron. As it is not gaining, not donating, so obviously it is what? Inert. Okay. So this is the first 10 element of an periodic table. Okay. Similarly, you can go for other rest 10 element as well. Thank you.